Hi, everybody. I just wanted to come back up on here. I haven't been on here for a while. I know I wanted to do videos like once a week, but right now, I guess life is just, you know, you have your ups and your downs, trials, and all kind of stuff, and you're trying to find the motivation to do a video. And so I've been like pondering what kind of video, what do I want to talk about on the channel. I wanted to create a video, and I finally got something that I think that would bring encouragement or a practical way of handling what I'm about to share. So I just wanted to give a little backstory. Like I said before, I'm 40 plus, woman who moved to Texas, and I moved out here for ministry. And I was having some expectations, about getting a job. I already had passive income coming in, but it's not enough. And I was working for Amazon, like I mentioned before, and then they let me go in January. So I was figuring that I was going to finally get a job. And so I had to go to Georgia, go pick up my daughter in hopes that she could get a job too here in Texas, because where I live at is totally just so many places, restaurants, stores. Like I'm like right in the vicinity of all these, things that you would think are opportunities for employment. And after me and my daughter, we get back from Georgia, we're putting in so many resumes and we don't get nothing. My daughter get more interviews than me. Now, mind you, I got a degree in psychology. I got a medical record certification, and I can't even get a job at Panera Bread. So anyway, so I was like, just thinking like, what's going on? And I already been through this, but it gets kind of like, I don't want to say overwhelming, but I'm gonna say what does get overwhelming is the repercussions of you not having a job. Having bills, and you have to get certain things done in a deadline, and because you don't have the funds to make this happen, it can be very overwhelming. And even trying to do Uber in this vehicle, I have to have money to keep up the vehicle going. It can be overwhelming because not only am I not having enough money coming in, and me trying to do Uber to, you know, try to sort that money situation out as best as I can. Now I'm in a vehicle that is needing money. I need money to fix. So it's like a crazy situation. So anyway, so I had decided to like figure out what's going on, try to um, revamp my resume, learning some things. I started taking some AI courses, well, AI course, and when I started taking that, it was like I started seeing AI, like other ways to use it, and it got me very intrigued. And then also while I was doing that, I was trying to reach out to different programs because I'm a veteran, to see if I could get help from the VA, and I did get help. So I'm in school now, and I have to drive like 30 minutes, so I need gas money. But I'm really happy about it. And right now, so I'm in school for information technology and cybersecurity. Um, so this is a lot of information, which is, can be overwhelming. It is. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. You know, it is a lot of information, but I believe anybody who does it, who really pursues it and put the work in, you will be able to get your certifications. So anyway, so basically the reason why I'm saying all of this stuff, because I'm in school, I have to drive back and forth, I have bills, I have all these things. I started feeling like I was getting very negative. I was, even right now, a little bit within me, I feel kind of like overwhelmed, and I feel kind of sad because, my situation is just like, it seemed like just things are not happening the way I want it to happen. Like things are being delayed. And it just, things that I never had to lay in is happening. And I know people could come in the comments and tell me what it is, and that's cool, you could share. But I'm not even trying to like focus on what it could be. I'm praying and seeking the Lord about it and stuff like that. And I already, it's so many things that people could say, you know, to try to like, this could be what it is, and this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, if you're not going through it, I'm gonna just say it like this: I have within me a bag of encouraging words that I could say to myself. The same thing that I could say to somebody, I could say it to myself. So many things people say, I could say it to myself. So I really do not need anybody to try to, unless you hearing thus says the Lord. When people are going through this, it doesn't really help out. Okay? It doesn't really help out. So anyway, so I feel like the bag of encouragement that I have within me is like coming up a little bit, it's starting to get empty. And that's how I feel right now. It feels like, I don't know what's going on, and it's really hard, and it's nothing I could do about it. The only thing that I feel like I could do about it, if things don't have to change soon, I'm believing it is going to change soon for the best. But just saying, I had to make up in my mind that if I don't, I'm going to have to go back to Georgia. And I really don't want to go back to Georgia. I like Texas. But I'm not going to I'm not going to not be wise, about my situation. So anyway, so with that being said, I was just thinking, about my conversation, what I'm saying, and I hear myself complaining a lot. I hear myself, just some negativity, and I don't like being negative. I don't. And so now that I'm seeing that I am, it's a little bit too much. It's okay to like share how you're feeling, but if you're always leaning towards negativity, me personally, I don't think that that's beneficial to you. It's not helping you, and you can end up being just bitter, and I don't want to be bitter. So what I decided to do was take a 30-day challenge to encourage myself. I even got this app that has like encouragement. It can just give you like little reminders throughout the day to encourage you. And I just use it as a reminder to, can you remember to be positive? Just be grateful. It could be that I'm just grateful that I have a place to stay. I'm grateful that I have food to eat. Simple things, I'm grateful. Then I could say, speak things over myself that it's going to work out. It's all going to work out. Because like I said, being negative is not helping. And so I say all of this to say that if you're going through something like similar, if life is just not working the way that you planned or you thought it was, I encourage you to try your best, to be positive. A lot of times too, when we are being negative, negativity, stress, all those things can stress out your body. You can get stomach ulcers. You could start getting migraines. Negativity, that stuff carries a frequency, and it's not good. So you want to make sure that you just catch yourself and start to rethink. Start to say, wait a minute, this is just like exercising. Eating. Like eating habits. If you got poor eating habits, you're going to get, after a while, you're going to be unhealthy. You're going to be gaining weight. Your blood work is not going to be looking good. It's just so many things that you could just use this. When I say about speaking life over yourself and being positive, you could see the same way as your eating habits, or not exercising, not getting enough, not doing enough exercise, not walking, gaining weight. They say also, like, when you exercise, I don't know who it was, but they say it produces good mood or good feeling, hormones or something like that. So it promotes good moods. It promotes you like to feel better. It helps you feel better. And just like our words have to help us. Use your words to help you. Food is, you want to use it to help you. It's okay to once in a while to say things that is just real, but don't let yourself lean into that type of talk too long, because it's hard to stop, to reel it back, and to become just to be that person that you really want to be, which is positive. You don't want to be that grumpy old lady or that grumpy old man who's always have something negative to say. We know people like that. And who knows how they got there. I feel like when we go through hard things in life, depending on how long it is, it can really affect us in a way if we just allow it to just do whatever it is doing. If we don't like have any type of control in it. If we just if we only just like, woe is me, and dad, why is this not happening, and stay in that place, and then we could get to a place that we just don't want to believe anything good is going to happen. you know so it's important to be careful, because you don't want to get to a place that you just don't think anything is good anymore. You don't want to be to a place that you feel like there's nothing gonna, and nothing good gonna happen, and then on top of that, you start like saying the same thing to other people, trying to spill that type of poison onto other people. So, it's the first thing is just to recognize, be truthful with yourself. What kind of conversations are you having with others and with yourself? You know, and then if you do not want to be like that, take a challenge. Give yourself a challenge. Get an app, whatever you want to do. Get a way to remind yourself how remind yourself on ways to speak life. Remind yourself that, to be grateful. Remind yourself to remember what you do have, that you have control over, what you do have that is helping you out, that is, you're not on the streets, or you got some money coming in. Money, some money is better than no money. You may not be living in, like your dream house. I have a hope that I have a desire that I will have my own house. I used to have my own house, and I have a desire that I will have my own house again. So I just wanted to come on here and just, share this with anybody who may be feeling like, dag, maybe saying to themselves, dag, I don't want to be negative. I'm noticing that my conversation is just really, really negative. It's not helping nobody, and it's not helping me. And then you could also, like, look at the person when you get done talking. You could even ask those people, when you get done talking later on, you could ask them, like, have you been noticing that I've been negative? And if I am being negative, please remind me to be positive. Give them permission to remind you to be positive. So I just wanted to come on here and share this. I give you maybe a practical way to try to change the way you talk. So anyways, that's all I wanted to do. Just come on here and share this today, and I hope everybody have a wonderful day. If I just want to remind anybody who may be going through difficulty, the scripture says, weeping may endure for a night. Weeping, crying may endure for a night, but joy will come in the morning. So seasons always have to change. Seasons do not stay the same. And I just want to just let you know that one day it will be better. It may feel like things are not working out for you. It may feel like life is just not going the way you wanted to go. I would suggest to you also is to know that every season has opportunities of growth. Right now, I'm not working, but I was looking at, still trying to figure out, like, what else can I do? I didn't stay like I'm not working. I said, what else can I do? I said, okay, this is an opportunity for me to go to school. And one interesting part of this is, soon as you start going one way, the other thing starts being revealed, because now your eyes are open to a certain path, and that path starts being lit up before you. So it's better to start just walking, going some type of direction, just instead of just staying in that spot and just woe is me and why is this not happening. Do not have a pity party. Instead, choose to believe that something good is going to happen. Okay? So anyways, just God bless everybody and have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye.